I'm Jelly, I'm a street artist and I'm based in East London. I'm known for painting feminine figures with supersized elongated eyelashes, along with positive messages throughout my work, such as "You are enough" and "Rave, not war." People recognise my work through the eyes in my work, so the way that I shade the eyes, and also I use these, in my street art, I use like two white dots of light in the eyeball, which has become kind of my trademark. It's something that came about when I was much younger. I was painting these really super long eyelashes, but at that point, actually, when I was younger, everything was super exaggerated. So the hair was long to the floor, the clothes as well. So it was just an exaggeration, I guess, very, very stylized way of painting that has always been in me. I am also quite fascinated by the whole third eye. I'm quite fascinated by the spiritual element of it and the fact that it seems to pop up universally all around the world in lots of different cultures. I think the fact that I'm doing street art at all is an inspiration, not one that comes from me at all, but from somewhere else, the universe, whatever you want to call it. Because I've actually suffered my whole life with very debilitating, degenerative autoimmune conditions, which affect my entire body, creating a lot of pain. It actually stopped the creative side of my brain working for many, many years, along with the very heavy medications of chemotherapy and biologic drugs, which I've been on for 25 odd years. And then I had a very terrible reaction a few years ago to a new medication. And it was at that point where I decided to try a holistic specialist. I was hoping to feel a bit less pain, a bit more energy. Actually, one of the first things that started to happen was my brain chemistry seemed to change. I was watching TV one day and I was getting really distracted by the white wall behind the TV. I could feel my brain very physically firing, my synapses were firing, and that creative side of my brain seemed to be waking up. And I switched the TV off and started painting the wall, and that essentially became my first mural. The reason I love street art is because it is like a public open air gallery for everyone to enjoy. It's quite a meditative space. You're really just in the moment, even though it sounds a bit ironic because it's so public, but actually what happens is the world kind of falls away and it gets to a point where it's just you and that wall and the energy between the two. The themes in my work revolve around making people feel good, raising their energy and their vibrations and the way they feel about themselves. Music also really inspires me. A lot of my work has a real nod to rave culture. When you're in a rave, everyone's vibrations are raised. There's a feeling of unity and love there, and everyone really comes together. And if I can relay a little bit of that onto the street, then I feel that my work is done in a way, and that's a really good thing. People generally react really positively to my work. They love the boldness of the colours, the fact that I'm a female painting female figures and often women of colour as well. They love the affirmations that are behind my work. When I actually come to creating an idea, music features heavily. I always have music playing. I feel that really inspires me. I'll usually start with a sketch on the iPad and then choose what colours I want to use and what kind of energy I want to come through this piece. If you'd asked me a few years ago the ethos behind my work, it would have been more politically based. However, when I went down the holistic health route, it wasn't just my health that changed, it was my outlook on life in general. My outlook on life became holistic, and it became beyond the politics, I suppose, and became much wider. It spanned much wider to the universe and everything within that, be that nature, humanity, spirituality, that connection between humans. It doesn't take much to realise that we've all got a collective consciousness there. I hope my work makes people feel good about themselves, raises their spirits for that day or even that moment and makes them forget about their problems for a second.